Hey guys, it's John with Hops and Brews, and it is that magical time of year again for the beer lovers, where two magical numbers come together and make one number. And what beer gets released during that time? So today we're going to be checking out Lagunitas the Waldos Specialty Ale Vintage 2020. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, it's still rolling. Damn it. This beer comes in at 11.7% ABV, 100 IBUs. It gets an average rating on Untappd of 4.33. In 1971, the Waldos met one afternoon at 4:20 in the front courtyard of their school near the statue of Louis Pasteur. They set out in their '66 Impala, armed with a treasure map, on a journey to find a secret garden near Point Reyes. They met there at the same time every day and continued their quest. They never found the secret garden, but they kept looking. The dankest and hoppiest beer ever brewed at Lagunitas was made with the help of the Waldos for all treasure hunters. Cheers. Okay, so let's take a look at the Waldos 2020. It is actually pretty kind of hazy, murky. There almost looks like a little bit of microscopic floaties. You probably won't be able to detect that, but it's there. There's just a hair of floaties that were at the bottom, nothing much. Almost every year I've gotten this beer, there's been just the hair of sediment at the bottom. Other than that, looks very appealing. Just malt, hop. They call this a specialty ale, but really, come on, it's an IPA. We all know it's an IPA, but it's just malty. There's a pine, there's a citra. It's fantastic. I just can't wait. My mouth is watering already. All right, let's get in. Let's get in. Oh, yes, yes. What I was expecting. It is malty, sweet, piney, hint of citrusy, and then it keeps kicking you, hitting you with this malt honey sweetness. And then that bittering comes back in and pow whops you again. There's 100 IBUs in here, and it's smooth, but you taste the bittering lingerness. It coats your tongue with that maltiness. It's almost like the malt is like a honey hopped bitteringness that just coats over and oils with the resin all over your mouth. It is still there. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Now you do taste a bit of that 11.7%. I mean, how could you not? But wow, it's still way too easy, way too dangerous to drink. Again, this isn't really one of those, I'm gonna break this down to the very detail. It's one of those, hey, you know what Waldos tastes like? This is pretty much what you're going to be getting almost every year. There are subtle nuances to each one. I think this is a little bit boozier than last year's, if I remember correctly. So this has a nice carbonation to it, to where the bubbles really hit you still at 11.7%. A lot of times these bigger beers, you don't really taste carbonation. You just see this big syrupiness kind of going into there, and it's definitely got that big thick body, but they pumped enough CO2 into this to where there is bubbles going. I mean, there is still bubbles going in my glass. The malt lingers, and I mean lingers. It just sticks with you. Like I said, it just coats your mouth like a molasses. If there was a hopped molasses and it's super bitter, that's what it would taste like. It's just coating everything. So Lagunitas the Waldos, is it worth going on an adventure and trying to find this treasure? Yes, I believe it is, for two reasons. One, the quality of this beer is fantastic. Lagunitas still puts a lot of quality into a lot of their beers. Two, the price point. The price point is phenomenal on this beer. You cannot beat this. There are very few beers that are this price point and this quality. This is just pure gold. So go out and find some. and get yours. Cheers, guys.